Rick Sanchez here. Subscribe, share if you want more content like this. Back into systems for photographic memory if you like that sort of thing. I do because I like science, and it is good to remember everything so that you can regurgitate it at will and not have to worry about not being a genius, which would suck. Everyone can become a genius. It's not a thing you're just born with. It's like limitations and allowing yourself to believe and perpetuate those limitations and keep them and not challenge them. You can challenge everything and you can create and outcreate things that you're born with. It's a challenge, of course, with some people with what they've been given. But hey, that is the challenge you took up, and in one way or another in hearts of yourself you knew that you're taking on that challenge, and that's an actually powerful challenge if you learn how to overcome that challenge and spread that to the world. So memory retrieve memory memory retrieval systems for photographic memory. When you have and understand that a large amount of information that has happened to you is stored in some way by the body, is recorded, everything that's ever happened to you, but there are different ways to access it in different places, store it, then you can start retrieving it. So, good things to know on this is your types of memory. There are light memory for light body of your being, which is the eminence of biophotons, which is really hard to believe at all because we're kind of that. You can't perceive anything without light, and you emit it in infrared, and you can see that. And there's many different aspects of what that holds in information, same as optic cables. Uh-huh. And electromagnetic field memory, we know about that with the Schumann resonance concept of people that went to go into space with Russia when they were first starting to bring people up there. They started losing their mind. They went mad, ape shit, and couldn't remember anything. That's because they need a certain resonance of electromagnetic field that they live in their environment to survive and keep their memory intact. Heavy shit. And yes, they do have machines in the spacecraft now that emit that. It's not that hard. It's human resonance. It's the heartbeat and the eminent frequency of the planet, which our body needs nourishment for that, and a lot to do with memory. There's physical memory, which is if you understand how clay pots will store everything while they're freezing and solidifying. That happens to them, and it's like grooves. And the same thing with record players, as if you played a needle over a clay pot, you would feel every groove that happened to it in vibration as it picked up. Same thing with everything. Literally, everything physical stores information. Everything non-physical also does a version of that, but that's not physical, what we're going into subject. Then there's elemental, which touches on the subject of what I'm talking about, which is every type of elemental energy can store information. Whoa.